PSG were building the game in back three in the first phase. Wide backs Kimpembe and Ramos were the split alongside goalkeeper, and the central defender was in pivotal role with Marco Verratti. PSG's wingback Nuno Mendes and Hakimi were deep and wide and providing width. When the ball was active, the centre forward was pressing the goalkeeper and the wide forwards were pressing the wide backs man to man. Lille's centre forward was central and pivot was cover shadowed by Lille's centre forward. So Marco Verratti passing lane was getting blocked, so PSG were choosing to build the game from wide. PSG were building the game in back three and PSG's wide back were split in open play. Lille were 4-2-3-1 formation in open play. Lille's centre forward was pressing Marquinhos and wide forwards were pressing Ramos and Kimpembe man to man. Lille's wide forwards were operating slightly narrow. Due to the narrow play of Lille's wide forwards were not able to close down properly when the right backs were receiving the ball. Lille were defending in narrow back four in open play. Due to Lille's compact defense in open play, PSG's wide players were getting space in the wide zone. Neymar was operating in the half-space zone. Due to Neymar operating in the half-space zone, Lille's fullback was being forced to defend narrow. Wingback Nuno Mendes was getting space because Lille's backline was narrow. Now in this situation, Lille's fullback was 2-1 down in front of Neymar and the wingback. So the fullback had to decide to remain narrow or go wide to cover the wingback. When the wingback was receiving the ball, the fullback was ready to press wingback. When the fullback was committing on the wingback, space was building up in the wide channel and Neymar was ready to run into the channel. If Lille's defensive midfielder didn't track back Neymar, then Lille was 2-1 down in the wide zone in front of Neymar, wide back and wingback. The central defender and pivot was changing position in open play. Verratti was getting slotted in middle of the wide backs when Marquinhos was carrying the ball and going ahead. PSG was maintaining shape from this way when Marquinhos was going ahead with ball. Lille were defending compact in open play. As Lille's shape was compact, PSG's wingback could easily receive the ball in wide zones. Vitinha was operating mostly high. Vitinha was dropping in midfield when PSG was in deep build-up phase. With Vitinha dropping in, PSG had an extra player to outlet. Wide forwards were committed on PSG's wide back and central forward on the central defender. So when Vitinha was dropping in, he was free. With Vitinha free, Lille's defensive midfielder was forcing to close down Vitinha. Her space was open up as the defensive midfielder was out of position and Mbappe was dropping in and receiving the ball. Like I said, when the wingbacks were dropping in channel, the fullbacks were committing on the wingbacks. With the fullback out of position, Vitinha, Mbappe and the wingback were attacking down the line with quick passes. Lille were building the game in the back four in the first phase. Messi and Mbappe were front two of PSG and they were ready to press the centre backs. Lille were using double pivots and they were being covered by Vitinha and Neymar, so Lille were unable to build the game centrally and they were trying to build the game from wide. When the fullback had the ball, the wingback was ready to press the fullback and the pivot was being covered by Vitinha, so Lille were having trouble building the game in the first phase. In open play, PSG were defending in 2-3-5 formation. PSG's front two were not pressing Lille centre backs dedicatedly. The front two of the PSG were central and the pivots were cover shadowed from the front two. Lille were using double pivots and they were cover shadowed from Mbappe and Messi. So the passing lane of Lille's pivots were getting blocked and the Lille were forced to build the game from wide.